Hey everybody. So we just got back from a wedding in Eretz Israel, in Netanya, a niece's wedding. Beautiful wedding. And if you decide to go to Israel these days, so you get a couple different reactions from people. Some people wish for you to stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Thank you for the concern. And then others are kind of bewildered. Why would you go to a place? Why would you go to a war zone? How could you go there? And here's the funny thing. In Israel, we kind of get different reactions. When I was in the cab, and I thought the cab driver asked me, Matai Bata, when did you come here? So I told him, we got here a couple days ago. He goes, no, Matai Ba'im, when are you coming? And that was a common theme that we got asked by people over there. Like, when are you moving here? What are you waiting for? Because from our perspective here, Israel, based on the media, it looks like it's just one big war zone. And over there, based on the media, they think that we're on Erev Kristallnacht over here, that all there is anti-Semitism and Jew hatred. And what are you guys still doing staying there? And that's the problem with the media. The media distorts things so much. They only focus on the negative. And it cuts both ways. And the fact of the matter is, as we know, that go to Israel, you'll see it's vibrant, it's lively. There's a lot happening. And yes, there's a seriousness, and people constantly wish each other Besorot Tovot. There should only be good news and such. And it certainly hangs over the country. But Machane Yehuda on a Friday, you couldn't move. Packed, wall-to-wall people. Life goes on. For 90% of the country, life goes on. Still, people are still going out. They're still going about life. And the same thing over here. Yes, there's more anti-Semitism, and I'm not trying to downplay the war, and I'm not trying to downplay the anti-Semitism. But let's face it, 99%, we don't run into that sort of stuff. Especially here in Florida, we're very fortunate. But again, the media only focuses on the negative. It's not a war zone over there, and it's not Kristallnacht over here. And hopefully it's just going to get better in both places. But the bottom line is, when you go to Israel, they're very appreciative. Showing the support, it's very, very meaningful. There's another good reason you should go to Israel. You compare the young people, the young men and women of Israel versus the young men and women of the United States. We know that over there you have 18, 19, 20-year-olds going into the army, fighting in Gaza, risking their lives, putting their lives on the line for their country, for their people, as opposed to young people here in America. And let me give you an example of something that I came across in the Wall Street Journal this week. Yes, some of us still get a paper. And on Tuesday, there was an article entitled, "Don't You Dare Call Me Without Texting First." That apparently this phone etiquette amongst especially young people is you can't just call them up. You need to text them to tell them that you're calling. Extremely annoyed. Unannounced phone calls divide friends, families, and colleagues. And so just to read you a couple excerpts, and we'll get to the tie-in to Israel in a moment. Stevie Steinberg, 24, an electrical engineer in San Francisco, doesn't have an issue with unexpected calls because no one in his life would ever call him unless a call was agreed upon over text first. Yes, you have to agree upon. This includes his parents, brothers, and friends. And then my favorite. Vanessa Lincoln, 24, often calls friends without texting first. And they quote Vanessa. She will go ahead and call someone without texting first. A lot of people in my generation have phone anxiety. They get freaked out by the idea of answering the phone. Phone anxiety. They get freaked out by the idea of answering the phone. These are the young people in this country. The nice thing about going to Israel and seeing the young people over there risking their lives for their nation, for our people, you get reacquainted with sanity. That's just one example. There's a lot of them. But that's just one example. You go to Israel, get reacquainted with sanity, with goodness, with truth, with your Jewish roots and all that stuff. And you don't have to put up with the insanity that is so prevalent in Western society. Have a good Shabbos. Try and make an effort to visit there. I know it's not easy. I know it's not inexpensive. It'll change your life, and it'll change the lives of people there as well. Have a good Shabbat, and happy Shavuos as well.